Well, for more on the 2022 East African Classic Safari Rally, we are now joined by Laban Cliff, the press officer for the rally. Laban, thank you so much for joining us this evening. First things first, did we get a deserving winner this year? What worked for Baldev Chagar?
Yes, Lindsay. As you can tell from the background, indeed, it's been an exciting day, and Baldev Chagar takes the win with Drew Staddock, and it's really amazing. Yes, we got a deserving winner because look at the years of experience. I mean, this is a gentleman who has been rallying for over 2 decades. And by the way, Baldev Chagar is one of the few rally trainers who's invested his time and resources in training the Rai brothers. You know of Onka Rai and Tajri Rai. And of course, in his speech, while he was, accepting the win, of course, he was just saying that this he did for, of course, the Rai brothers, and especially mentioning Tajri Rai. Of course, you remember Tajri suffered an accident in the WRC, but also just thanking the family for that great support, both from the Menengai Oil and Cabres team, and him, of course, winning. It's really interesting to note that he actually selected Drew Staddock, who's a navigator of champion Onka Rai as well. So that was a fantastic pair, and I would say, yes, it was a well-deserved win.
And of course, with those celebrations taking place where you are, it's clear that it's a good day not only for Chagar, but for motorsport in East Africa. But do you think the East Africa Safari Classic will survive in a world where technology is playing a bigger role in motorsport?
Definitely, Lindsay. I mean, the chairman of the East African Safari Classic Rally Limited, Joy Gus, mentioned that we will be back in 2023, and thanked all the sponsors and participants for their sacrifice and endless support. You remember this has covered over 5,000 kilometers. We've traversed over 11 counties, and of course making it to Watamu after all those stops. It just goes to show the testament of the support, the investment, the sacrifice. And by the way, the teams is actually made up of both local and international teams. So I would feel, even with the advent of technology, we're actually seeing a lot more interest, especially also from partners, to actually support this sort of sport. You'd imagine Safaricom, M-Pesa Global have actually announced that they're actually going to invest more resources into, just trying to track the rallies, because we use the whole GPRS system as well. Dimension Data, which is of course now called NTT, and we actually had the CEO of NTT, Richard Heckel, saying that, we will support the technology that's needed across the rally scene. So yes, the classic rally is, trying to rekindle the memories of the 1950s, and what we saw tonight, even with the advent of technology and with the comments from the sponsors and partners, and also the Standard Group mentioning that they'll give media mileage as well, it's a good opportunity to actually say, you know what, the classic rally is here to stay, and see you again for the mini classic that is in November.
Well, on that note, the Classic Rally is here to stay. What can we look forward to next year, Laban?
A lot of lessons to be learnt, in this main Classic Rally. How to actually, select the roles. The concern among is that the human population is really causing a strain in terms of just trying to get great routes to actually, select and get the proper routes for the rally. So the lesson here is, how do we get to have, a larger part of Kenya also participate, county governments, to come in and support and, try and ensure that we can actually have routes for the rally. So what we can expect is that more participation from the county governments, national governments, to actually see how we can call on their support to get better routes, and great participants. I mean, we had 48 entries for this year. That's for the main rally. And of course, we expect a lot more of keen interest as well. So personally, I think even for myself, I can't say a retired navigator, but I'm also a rally co-driver, now helping out in the bit about, communications aspect. But I strongly feel that, the rally bug is itching. So as much as we expect great turnouts, we can also expect Laban Cliff on the scene.
Well, absolutely. It sounds like the next year's edition will only get bigger and better. Thank you so much, Laban, for sharing your insights, joining us there from Watamu.